I'm going to give my thoughts on cloud mining in general. Let's see if there's a... So if you guys aren't familiar, I do have an editor for the channel. And the good news is he kind of can have these questions that I think in general, I just automatically blow off and don't even consider. And he sees things, I think, like the general public sees them, which is an article like this will come up. And it's titled Effortless Bitcoin Cloud Mining, Litecoin Mining, and Bitcoin Cash Mining with Profitable Rewards at STG Energy. And then it will go through and it will look really fancy. It'll give you some stuff like, okay, here's your contract price and your total return and your payout frequency. And you'll say, oh, wow, look at this. If I invest $108,000, I'll get $292,000 in return. In general, if you see anything like this ever, which is guaranteed returns of any amount, in an app that you're investing in, it's a fucking bullshit. It just is. Now, I realize that it makes it even harder to navigate because you have content creators that are promoting these things all over YouTube. You even have some that have been previously trusted content creators in the crypto mining space that are promoting these apps. Now, in general, I think what happens a lot of times is that these content creators fall for it just like everyone else. And then they see that, oh, well, I can also get some additional affiliate revenue if I advertise this and give them my link. And then they'll do it. It'll look like they're making money. And then eventually everything collapses because you're building it on a house of cards. It turns into multi-level marketing and it turns into a scam. Everybody loses their money and somebody ends up in jail. I want you to remember this thing that happened a long time ago called BitConnect. And BitConnect was a project in the 2018 time. And it was a very similar thing. It was invest in this project and then you will get a certain amount of rewards. It worked for a long time. And there was a very famous content creator called Trayvon James. And, you know, yes, some of the guys from the scam running the scam ended up in prison, but so did the content creator. And I feel like I shouldn't have to say this, but like if you're participating in any of these cloud mining things, you are playing with the devil there, right? You're playing with the devil there and you need to stop. I'm going to say it again because I see it happening with people that I don't necessarily think are trying to do anything malicious, but they're going to get themselves in trouble. And that is the telltale sign every single time is if you pull one of these up, you'll see this. And I bet you 100% if we scroll down, we're going to find out that this was some sort of, here we go. The information provided in this is in this press release. So this is a press release, is not a solicitation for investment, nor is it intended as investment advice, financial advice, or trading advice. Cryptocurrency mining, which this is not, and staking involve risk. There is potential for loss of funds. It is strongly recommended you practice due diligence, including consultation with a professional financial advisor, which if you actually do, will probably tell you not to participate in anything like this, and before investing in trading crypto. So STG Energy, just to give you guys an idea, these are not articles written by people that are interested in the project and actually even find success with it. What it is it's a press release that STG Energy, the company that's running this cloud mining, is sending out to other people to and paying them to put on their website. So that's what's happening. Now, this particular website's called Global Newswire, but in general, that's what is happening, right? These are press releases like a Medium blog post or something like that. And yes, I did see Brandon Coin was pushing a Bitcoin phone app. And the thing is like, to Brandon, like, buddy, I really honestly don't think that you are doing anything intentionally wrong. I think you are just falling for a scam. And unfortunately, I've seen this before. I don't want to see somebody like Brandon Coin or something end up in like prison from a similar situation to like Trayvon James or something. So that is, and I'm very passionate about that. I really do mean that. You need to be very, very careful with these things. Anytime it shows any kind of, total return numbers for a specific amount invested, and then you start to see any sort of referrals added onto those things, you're in very, very sketchy water, because you are talking about a security at that point too, because it fails the Howey test, right? And you don't own the hardware. You can't verify anyone owns the hardware. You can't verify it's being run or anything like that. Now, there is the cloud mining that's separate, like NiceHash. But how can you tell the difference between a valid cloud mining platform and an invalid cloud mining platform? Well, NiceHash ain't that profitable, and it's very difficult to make it profitable, right? That's why. That's the main difference. Is one looks like it's profitable, but it's going to be a house of cards, and one doesn't, right? And so that is, when you're looking at these things, just think logically. If it's too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true, right? And you got to be really careful, especially as a content creator, because that kind of thing can get you in a lot of trouble. And then they like to make, like, if you look every single time, who are the fall guys? It's always like the content creator or the public face of the public face of whatever it was, right? So what do I think about cloud mining? This is what I think about cloud mining in general. I think a majority of them are scams. The ones that aren't are extremely difficult to be successful at, like NiceHash, right? It's effectively like trading cryptocurrencies, right? You got to sit there for 27 hours a day, 10 days a week, staring at a screen and hoping you can pick up the one thing on pump.fun that pumps through the roof, right? And a majority of the time that never happens, right? And so that's where I really sit. I thought it was worth talking about, one, because I have seen other content creators pushing it. Two, because even like my editors like, hey, talk about this. And I'm like, oh crap. Like, it's getting enough attention, like these STG energies and stuff like this. They're getting enough attention that people that don't necessarily participate within cryptocurrency may see this and think, oh, I'm mining Bitcoin, when you're probably not actually mining Bitcoin, right? At the end of the day. I hope you enjoyed this clip from the Crypto Mining Show. If you would like to see more from this particular episode, take a look up here. Don't forget to also subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support me directly, you can go to sonofatech.locals.com and become a member. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next Tuesday.